Okay, we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines now. So first, parallel lines. What are those? Well, those are lines that never touch. Lines that look like that. Now, if they're lines that never touch, the important thing about them is that they have the same slope. All right, so they have the same slope. So we'll look at these two examples on the left. What's the slope of a line parallel to y equals 2/3 x plus 5? Well, first we got to remember y equals mx plus b. M stands for slope, so that front number is going to be my slope. So my slope of this line is 2/3. All right, let's look at number 2. Find the pair of parallel lines. All right, so how are we going to do this? Well, we got to get them all to y equals mx plus b. So if I were to do this first one, I'd divide everything by 2, so I get y equals -2x plus 3. Okay. Now I'll do c. So I got to get this y alone. So first step, I'm going to move this 32 over, so I have -16y equals 6 minus 32x. I divide by -16, get y equals 6 over -16x plus, nope, x is not there, it's with the 2, plus 2x, negative, positive. So A and C are not parallel. So I got to do my next one. So we'll just remember that one was a positive 2. All right, so my next one, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to move them around to get y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 32 from both sides to get 16y equals -32x plus 6. Divide by 16. -32 divided by 16 is -2x plus 6 over 16. So these two are parallel because they have the same number here, which is -2x. All right, now let's deal with perpendicular lines. What are perpendicular lines? They look like this. They're lines that cross and make a 90-degree angle. So what's special about these? They are negative reciprocal slopes. So what does that mean? Well, it means you flip and negate. So we're going to flip and negate any slope. So what's the slope of the line perpendicular to this one? So I say, here's my 2/3. So I take my 2/3, I flip it, and I throw a negative in front of there. So I now have -3 over 2 is my new slope. All right, wait, what's the negative reciprocal then of a number like 2? Well, 2 is really 2 over 1. So if I flip it, it becomes 1 over 2. If I negate it, it's a -1 over 2. All right, let's go to this next example. Determine whether the graph of 3y equals 4x plus 14 and 9x plus 12y equals 6 are perpendicular. So I have to get these both to y equals mx plus b form. So first I'm going to divide everything by 3. So I get y equals 4/3 x plus 14 over 3. So now I got to get the other one into y equals mx plus b form. So I subtract 9x from both sides to get 12y equals 9x plus 6. Divide everything by 12. You get y equals, that simplified is -3/4 x plus a half. So -3/4 and 4/3, yes, they are perpendicular. Okay, so there's those examples. We're going to, I'll do A and you'll do B. So determine whether they are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So F, G, and H, J. So what I actually have to do first is I have to find what the slope is. So X, Y, -3 minus a -1 over 1 minus a -2. So you can take out your lovely calculator. I don't think this one can do it. So I got -3 minus -1. So I have -2, 1 minus -2 over 3. And now I do the next one. xy, xy. So let's do 3 minus 0 over 6 minus 5. And I can do this one in my head. That's 3 minus 0 is 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. So are these the same slope? No. Are they perpendicular? No. They're not negative reciprocals, so they're neither. All right, let's do the next one. Tell me slope of FG. What is that? Now tell me the slope of HJ. What is that? All right, so let's quickly run through these. So FG, you should have did -3 minus 2 over 6 minus 4. So you should have got for this one -5 over 2 and 10 minus 5 over -1. What is that? 5 over -2. Those are your two slopes. Are these parallel, perpendicular, or neither? You should have told me they're parallel. Why? -5 over 2 or 5 over -2 is the same exact slope. All right, next one. Determine whether the graph of that and that are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Explain your answer. So go ahead, tell me which one they are. And now tell me why you picked that. Practice. Write the negative reciprocal of each given slope. So what's the negative reciprocal of A? What's the negative reciprocal of B? I'm going to do C. Because on C, there's really a 3 over 1 here. So if I flip and negate it, which is negative reciprocal, I get -1/3. What's the slope of a line perpendicular to this one? All right, so perpendicular means flip and negate. So I say, okay, here's my 3. So go ahead, tell me just the slope of that line. Next one. Same question. What's the slope of line perpendicular to the line whose equation is -2/3 x minus 5? So go ahead and do that one. All right, number 4. Here's these two lines. Y equals -3/4 x plus 8 and y equals 3/4 x minus 5. Why are they not perpendicular? What's the slope of a line perpendicular to the equation this? So step 1. Make this be y equals mx plus b. Now, flip and negate the slope and tell me what the perpendicular slope is. We're going to skip 6 and we'll do 7 last. Find a pair of parallel lines. Your task. Get all these to y equal mx plus b. And then tell me which two are parallel. All right.